It's been a while. I've been busy. Had exams a few weeks ago. At the time of recording. Today I'll be making a feature house from scratch. It'll be kind of tutorial-ish style, but I'll sort of be diving into the sounds that I use and actually, you know, how to make them yourselves and things like that. First of all, we gotta come up with a melody, and that's something I suck at. So let me just think of a cool feature house melody. I'll be right back. Right, I kind of got a little chord progression here. It's a nice, sort of positive, happy one. I'm just trying to think of a melody. Just be right back. Alright guys, here I have the basic melody with the chords. I've made two different arrangements. The first one is just the main. The second one is a very... I'll be changing this later. Okay, time to lay this. Probably add a vital preset first. Alright, I just quickly had to arrange the chords, just following the melody. Remember everything here, you can see it follows the melody quite literally, exact. A few variations and everything. But I like how it sounds right now. We're going to add a little serum preset. Hopefully we can find a decent sound. What I like to do is I like to assign all the chord channels to one channel, and then select and then bring all the channels to bring it to dock it to left or right, and just so when I add, like for example, kickstart, it just, there you go. I'm gonna bring this out to a track here. I'll place it at bar 9. Going to add another preset. We're gonna have a nice, more plucky. Actually, I might cut this whole entire thing out. Sorry, we're gonna skip to the part where I actually have all the chords, and then I'll show how.
I don't know.
A few minutes later.
Okay, Master, you can uncut. If I finish the keys till I go. Okay guys, so what I did with my layers, I create a new, I press layer, I open that up, right? Then let's say I have these bunch of sounds here. What I can do is paste the melody or the chord, the progression that you want. Click open here, open this up. And highlight the sounds that you want to use and press set children and hear this. What this does is it essentially just cleans up your workflow. It makes it easier. So let's say you have to change a part. Let's say, oh, I actually don't like this. I don't like the fact that it's like a seventh and I go back to like... You can do that so easily by just changing this, and it changes all the sounds. So let's say, exactly for layering, I'm obviously gonna delete this because I don't need it because I already got one here. So the first chord we got is just a simple chord with a multi-band compressor and an high pass, and second sound we got more ambience, just a lot of distortion phaser, cross reverb and EQ. The next sound we just got a more plucky sound. Everything's default with the basic melodic. Then we got the classic initiate. Just, you know, all we're doing here is we have the default, we got it at 8 unison, detunes down low, we got multi-band compressor, that's all you need to know. And then we just have a slight automation on the octaves so we can get that bit of plucky thing at the beginning. Gives it a bit more drive. Just automate that, you just assign that to this, and then you can adjust it up to your fancy, and also have that. And to get it sounds like this. Oh yeah, see, I just realized I don't like having that. I don't like that, so we can just have now it sounds a bit more controlled. I don't know, it sounds better. Now, what I like to do is right click, split by channel, and then you can drag all the different, look, see the layer is still in one layer, which makes life so much easier. Now I can isolate the FL keys, I can mute this track, and boom. Got the chords. I like doing drums last because then I can integrate the drums into the actual song, and so I like making instrumentals first essentially. Now, moving on to the bass. So I'm gonna create another layer, open up the piano roll, and copy and paste the progression. We got two parts, right? And I'm just gonna split it up in the middle, just so we can have the variation. I like repeating section 1 3 times, and then having the fourth one play it for the variation. So I'll do the same up here. Variation 1 goes 3 times, and then the second one goes the fourth. Okay, so for the bass, what we want is something, we're gonna have a gritty growl. Yeah, it's not gonna be that loud though. But what I'm gonna do is go to the layer and set children. Boom. Now done. I can assign this. I'll be assigning this to a track. Be assigning that to back to there. Yep. We're gonna assign these 5 instruments to track 12, which is gonna dock to the left. Now I'm gonna quickly rename this chords, and I'm gonna quickly rename this bass. Naming your mixer channels and make. It's a very, very, very useful thing, and it definitely just makes everything a bit more clean and easier to manage. So we've got, see, you can tell that's a bit too low, so I'm going to bring it up. If you're lazy like me, you simply go into the chords, grab the bottom part of the progression, copy that, and paste it into your patcher. Boom. Before doing any sort of post, I just like adding kickstart just to get that. Okay guys, so for the bass, we just got a nice growly chord, just to give it a bit of texture. Let's do it. It's very soft because I'm mixing it. second sound is just a nice little main bass. We got a nice, and then we got finally just literally a subwoofer. Together we have, and hopefully together it sounds like this. See, I like this. I like having that. Onto the leads. Alright guys, for the leads, essentially I've just instead of using the layer, because some of the leads were, the preset was on a different octave to what I wanted, and that's the one bad thing about using a layer. You can't adjust the octave for like each individual preset, so I've just like done it like normal, right? So we got a nice little sound just for the center. Then we have a more of a wider lead. Then we have a pluck, which is quite nice, and then we have a Diablo sound. And together it sounds like this. I've also automated the reverb levels in the mixer along with some Maximus, just some compressors, and just some more compressor. I don't add OTT on my leads anymore, just because I feel like it just over compresses it sometimes. But in this case, I think it does sound quite nice. It does combine everything together. So together, everything should sound quite nice. Should sound like this. Obviously, we want to mix that a bit in better. Just for a cleaner mix, I'm going to reduce the lows on this person as a sub that I don't need because I already have one here. Also for the, I'm just gonna run a EQ on this as well. With some sound goodizer. 15% OTT. A bit of stereo shaper. That should be good. And for the bass, we just want to just literally grab an EQ. Now, guys, if anyone knows how to actually show all the levels of sound, but yes. And now, when it's all mixed and has a bit of mixing to it and a bit of mastering, not really, but just a bit bit of mixing and a bit of effects. It sounds quite different. So let's hear without the effects. Honestly, it does sound like something you'd play in like a sort of breakdown, sort of build up sort of place. I mean, that's because there's not really much kicking, but if you add the effect, just sounds really full. It sounds full. It sounds, I mean, that's to my headphones anyway. I don't know what you guys are hearing. But anyway, we're gonna do drums now. Okay, guys, for the drums, what we got here is a basic kick, got from Cymatics. The Cymatics house starter bass, the starter house packet. We just got a crash. Okay, we got a clap layered with a snip. These are both, one of them is from the MHA Ascend pack, and one of them is from the Vengeance EDM pack. We've got a little filler here from the Vengeance EDM pack. I highly recommend this if you're getting into EDM because they have so many little details and little like effects and everything that you can add to your thing. So we got a bunch of little fillers here. The hi-hat on the second. And then we have a bit of a fill here. We have a very long fill. Usually this is what happens when it goes into the breakdown or onto the final product or the ending. We got a crash, we got an impact, and we have just a such a nice little bass thing there. Sorry if I missed out anything. I have not mastered this. I don't think I have time to. This is a very long, very long video. I think it's around 1 hour in total, and my editor has to take this down to around what 10-15 minutes. So yeah, hopefully you learned something. Hopefully you've gotten some inspiration. Sorry for such a lack of upload. I'll definitely be uploading more very soon, but let's hear the final product.